So this video is about voice modulation exercise. Why voice modulation is so much important? Why do we need to practice voice modulation? Because when we say something, if your sound quality is too bad, if you are speaking too fast, if you're not taking pauses, people not gonna listen to you. So that's where play voice modulation. And in the films, in the day-to-day conversation, in the meeting, in the presentation, on the if you're giving a public speech, everywhere our sound play a big role. So we should know the right way to modulate our sound. We should know the right way to create variation on our sound. We need to play our sound like a music, like a lyrics. So when we listen music, we feel so much happy because there is so much variation on the music that create and that helps us to give a great feeling. And when somebody talk with adding so much emotion, so much variation on their speech, it we feel really great to listen it. And that is where voice modulation play a big role. And there are a lot of technique exercise that if you do, you can be also great speaker. You can also create variation on your voice modulation. So suppose how you can create voice modulation. Suppose I am speaking very low, in a very low quality, in a very low pitch. That means I'm saying something really important. And whenever you want to say something really important, you have to just slow down your rate of speech. And sometimes you need to speak a louder. So when you're speaking louder, when you're sometimes getting slow down, when you're taking so much pauses, when you're not speaking in a too rush, when you're not getting like if you are given a topic and you are speaking too fast, it creates so much chaos and you lose momentum, you forget a lot of words, you cannot express yourself properly. So that's why it's so much important to know, to take pause, to know how to create variation on your sound. And if you just practice for creating variation, you have to speak on any topic or any line in a different way. Sometimes you have to speak faster, sometimes you have to speak slower, you have to emphasize on some word. Like suppose public speaking, it is one of the most important skill in the world. Communication play a huge role in human life. So this is how you have to create variation. So sometimes you have to slow down, you have to increase your rate of speech, sometimes you have to slow down your rate of speech. This is the way to create variation on your sound, and that is so much important when you are adding emotion, when you are creating variation, and when you are taking pauses. If you just follow these 3 4 things, and if you just practice every single day to become great on it. And it definitely take practice, because it's a practical thing. Like swimming, you have to jump into the water, so you cannot learn it by just watching videos or thinking about it. You have to practice every single day, and the more you practice, the better you will be on it. So this is one of the most important thing you have to develop in our communication. Our voice, our sound quality play huge rules. Our rate of speech, that is so much important. And also our expression, our way of talking, our way of using gestures, hands movement, that all play a big role. No, it doesn't matter what you are saying, because everything is available on the internet. And no matter what you are saying, even if you are saying a normal story, it's not as so joking, still you using your expression, using your voice modulation technique, you can make it attractive. So these are the things play a big role. Our only 20% we communicate through words, and almost 80 to 85% that create through our voice modulation. And how we speak, how we give our expression, what is the way we talk, how energetic we are, these are the things play a big role. So you should keep in mind, try to practice it every single day.